las aguas de esta tierra y más tardar.
Ya hatan hin halani. Good evening, Shikis, my friend. Come, let me show you how to sprinkle corn pollen. First, reach into the medicine pouch and pinch the tahadinhi. Then sprinkle it on top of your forehead to ask for wisdom. Touch the tahadinhi to your tongue to bless your voice, and sprinkle the remainder to bless and guide the path before you. With beauty may I walk. With beauty before me may I walk. With beauty behind me may I walk. With beauty above me may I walk. With beauty all around me may I walk. Shikis, my friend, can you tell me a story that brings strength to those who hear it? The Dine are like that too, strong in the face of adversity. That story brings me hope. One must not lose faith, Chikis. Whenever you are within the circumference of the 4 sacred mountains, oh, you are protected and blessed. Chikis, my friend, can you tell me a story that looks to the future with hope? That was a good story. It pleases me to hear about people taking strength from each other, or from the land, or from themselves. What brings joy? There's no greater form of generosity than that provided by the mother and father. The mother who nurtures corn and fertility in her soil, and the father who supplies the rain and sunshine in the sky. Shikas, my friend, I need to laugh. Can you tell me such a story? That one made me smile. You told it well. Family. Within Dine culture, we have relatives of blood and clan that help to maintain balance and implement a moral code for good health. This clan system is useful because it helps remind us to be kind, thoughtful, and loving to one another. Shikas, my friend, tell me a good story with sadness in it. I do not often enjoy stories about sadness. You told this one very well, however. I didn't know what true freedom was until our people gradually returned to our ancestral lands. To be grateful for such a thing is something no person should ever have to conceptualize in this life. Shikas, my friend, tell me a funny story. I am sure you hear many on the road. I do not wish to spend my time dwelling with this particular sadness. Our past? Looking back at the pain that my people have suffered since the Bilagana, white people, invaded our homeland, Din Nebikeya. has only brought negative thoughts that can create sickness. Ah, the sun is rising. I must leave soon. Tomorrow's journey is this way. Another night done. But think, what does one take with him after a day in this world? Some nights I lay staring at the hole atop the hookah, where the chimney peers out into the night sky. I watch the stars slowly move, sometimes a streak of light and whispers from ancestors. Always a feeling of gratitude for what surrounds me in this world. What are you thankful for? Where do you come from? Where are you going?
Llegarán fuera de aquí, porque cuando caiga la noche llega por mí, me toma con él. Este será mi cuento, mi canción del vagón.
Days ride from Tulsa en route to Santa Fe.
They sheepishly, how else, approach the edge of the water and lap at it. He rides a white horse. No, a pale horse. No, actually, a horse the sickly green color of an ashen corpse.
My flock. Bigger than it has been in centuries.
He stalks through the mass of beasts.
One of the worst.
It looks pretty harmless. But then again, you suppose we're all pretty harmless in death.
His side might win the war yet. But a Lincoln Battalion bullet caught up with him first.
A handsome two-story adobe house sits at the corner of two main thoroughfares. A for sale sign tucked into one of its windows. An older man in a shabby suit rushes up to you. "Don't go in there," he shouts, waving his arms frantically. "That house is haunted!" The man droops. "Well, cursed. My former student built it. I taught him everything about how Santa Fe has its own climate, its own culture. My architecture exists in harmony with nature. And then he started his own business and took all my best clients." He snorts. "More like a son than a pupil. Or so I thought. I taught him how to work with adobe. I even introduced him to his wife. This is how he repays me? As though our history meant nothing?" He scowls at you, wanders off.
It was 5 days ride from Tulsa when I pitched into the sand. My legs gave out, my body lacked the strength enough to stand. The horsemen moved upon me then, their leader to my side. He said, "Son, I think the time has come to stop.
Here. Can you find her?
His voice is soft, cooing. He's lowered himself down so that his head is level with the two blonde-topped boys next to him.
There she is.
He points to a specific cob.
This one's not for eating.
The man continues.
No. This...
He seems beatifically distracted as he gingerly carries the pristine ear of corn in one hand. And there it is. Subtle, but perceptible. A patch of red spots on his face. Fuzzy and fungal. The car is a lifeline, your one hope to escape the encroaching storm. It rattles along a few yards ahead of the storm front, jouncing and juddering, one pothole away from being swallowed by the choking dust. A figure clings to support straps mounted on the back. You grab the straps and haul yourself up.
Oh,
Shouts the woman on the back.
a fellow observer.
She's wrapped in a scarf and aviation goggles, juggling a pen and a notebook while hanging onto the unsteady car. The dust scours your face and rips at your clothes.
We're not done with our observations.
She threads one arm through the straps and makes another attempt to write, but it comes out illegible.
Blast it. Get inside and take dictation, will you?
You clamber through the open back window, and she hands you pen and notebook. You scribble furiously while she dictates the finer qualities of the dust and wind assaulting the car until her voice is hoarse.
That'll do.
She bangs on the roof.
Judith, let's go.
Over a shared, crusty loaf of bread, the farmer notices you looking at a prominent, tattered scarecrow in the field.
Oh, you like old Barney? He does a damn good job scaring the vermin. Shame about the real fella. He was a funny one. Old Barney hiding out in our stables and lofts, just passing along. We liked him. Well, all except the sheriff. When he disappeared, leaving just the clothes we gave him, I figured I'd put him to use. Never got to know his proper name neither.
Across the field, the wind in the corn whispers. Or is it the scarecrow.
I won't leave much to find that can be found.
Migrant camps before, and they tend to look like the town dump. Starched white tents stand tall and many, and a stroll through the grounds finds you neither trash nor trouble. A bespectacled man reads from a black binder to an audience of about 24 migrants.
Mr. Horner and Miss Clive were the other members on the finance committee. Total collection for the month, $143.70.
The speaker pauses to turn the page. There's a truck parked here. The driver mistakes your look for curiosity.
We've been surveying, he said. It's my job to study soil health.
It's an official-looking map, but the state borders and rivers are wrong.
gonna heft my spade up upon my weary back. I'm gonna keep lacerates tucked in my soul. 'Cause when my coals burn low and my trains run out of track, won't be no one else to dig my hole. I got no companion except the wind and the sea. And when I'm cold and empty,
Motor's running, but nobody's driving. Flies buzz the windshield. It's a newer model. You don't recognize it. Inside, you see food wrappers, bottles of beer, and half a discarded cheeseburger. In lipstick, the word piggies. You awake, face down in the crisp green grass.
que cuando la calaca regrese a medir mi valor, no habrá mucho por allá, dejado allá. Pues voy a cargar mi pala en mi espalda agotada. Voy a guardar mi ruego entre mis suelas.
The snake flicks its tongue.
That's close enough.
It is coiled atop a carved stone marked with faded flecks of paint. The snake laughs, its whole body convulsing.
It's very special. A good luck charm.
It tilts its head.
I'm supposed to guard it, but I'm hungry. If you bring me some meat, you may have it.
The heat has made a family of mice slow and easy to catch. You drop them before the snake, and it gulps them down without chewing. It slithers back, exposing the object.
Take it.
It hisses.
I won't bite. Trust me.
You reach for the idol. The snake quivers as your hand gets close, but it stays put. It flicks its tongue.
Don't be disturbed by how it looks.
It's an idol, about the size of your clenched fist, carved into the shape of a human head. It's an ugly thing. The side that was pressed into the dirt is a face contorted in grotesque agony. Could this really be a good luck charm? Good things sometimes wear foul guises. Who are you to judge? You stow the idol, trying to ignore its unusual weight. Little remains of the Alamo. Just a chapel and some barracks. The inside of the chapel seems off, like a space that is both ruin and restored relic, unsure if it should crumble or sparkle. The rumbling of cars outside is undeterred by the shaky adobe walls. You come across a well, a squat square made of stone, hidden beneath a large, crooked oak tree. And on it sits a dejected man, eyes downcast, face hidden by a broad-brimmed hat and clothes so thickly coated with dust that you can't make out their style or color. He looks up at you, and you get a better look at his face. Sun-beaten, several days unshaven, and body. Though he smells strongly of black powder, a single sharp hole punctures his torso. From there, blood oozes down and smoke wafts up. No, it's too late for me. He bats your hand away. His is clammy and cold, even in the hot, dry air. It's a long time before he musters the strength to say anything more. I marched out here following some rich man from New Orleans. He makes a hollow noise like he's trying to laugh, but has forgotten how. For this. A heavily worn boot scratches a line in the dusty ground. For land. For the dirt of this place. I was promised. But instead of speaking, he just slumps forward, bent like a reed. There's a rustling in this cactus patch. Down where the spiny paddles disappear into the sand, something is writhing around. At first, you think it's an antelope, perhaps, fallen among the thorns. Oh, fuck. That shrunken human skull whips around to stare at you. And those hands, God, like talons. They scrabble in the dirt. Before you know it, you're flat on your ass 20 feet away. The nude, withered corpse continues peeling himself out of his shallow grave.
"Help me,"
he shouts.
"Damn cactus grew on my coffin."
His fingers are so slight and delicate that you can scarcely believe your tugging doesn't rip them clear off. Soon he's free, but too fragile to stand.
"I've been cursed 2 times. Once to live forever, but the second time to die. How'd you think the 2 magics fought it out, huh? I'm dead for sure, and certainly alive."
His tongue scrapes along his teeth like a dried thorn.
"Keep trying to kill myself? Tried getting shot."
He points to the ragged constellation of holes in the side of his head.
"Paid someone to chop my head off, but he chickened out. Maybe I can grind myself up and I'll just be some kind of thinking dust? Thanks."
He shrugs, an uneven jerk, ending with a crack as the tight skin along his shoulder splits.
"Damn. Well, take a hint from me, which is, don't fuck with a witch or any kind of anybody who does witch stuff."